Hola, bienvenidos. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Very soon we are going to have open English mode. Today we are going to talk about some tips for learning English together. So welcome. I am very happy to see you. Send your comments, envíe tus comentarios. Say hello. Tell us where you are from, de donde eres. My name is Megan. I am an open English teacher from the United States. So I'm excited to see all of you. Hello, Merlina. Hi from Argentina, she says. Good. We will very soon start today's live class. We'll have 10 minutes of free English here together with Open English Mode. So let's see here. Who else says hello? Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are just getting things set up here on Facebook and Instagram. Hello, Jorge from Peru. Hello, Edwin Cruz from Colombia. Hello, everyone on Instagram. Hola, bienvenidos. Let me just adjust our volume here. Excellent. Great to see all of you. Hello, Yessie. Hello, Marley. Hello, Snyder. Welcome. Luis on Facebook says hello from Mexico. Jesus says hello from Mexico. Excellent. Susana is from Peru. Wonderful. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Pedro from Venezuela. Great. It is so great to see so many students today. Well, let's get started. It is time to start the class, so es hora, vamos a comenzar. Okay, welcome to Open English Mode. Bienvenidos a Open English Mode, 10 minutos de inglés gratis con Open English. Mi nombre es Meghann de Chicago, Estados Unidos, y soy profesora de inglés con 5 años de experiencia enseñando en Open English. Hoy vamos a hablar sobre consejos para aprender inglés. So together we will talk about tips for learning English today. Okay, let's start. So tip number 1 is to speak often. Often is con frecuencia. First, let's look at our prompt here. Envía tus comentarios. Where are some of the places that you can practice speaking English? ¿Dónde? Where? Where are some of the places, lugares, que puedes practicar? And who? ¿Con quién? Who can you practice with? ¿Con quién puedes practicar? Envía tus comentarios. Our first tip for you is to speak often. Take risks. Arriesgarse is take risks in Espanol, and speak the language whenever you can. We learn to communicate in new languages by practicing communication. Practice creates experience, which improves confidence, confianza, and confidence can motivate you to practice, which creates more experience and more confidence. It is like a cycle. So remember, you can practice English, you can practice speaking in live classes at Open English 24 hours a day. So let's look at your comments. Envía tus comentarios. Where are some of the places that you can practice and who can you practice with? I'm excited to see your comments here. Carlos says hello from Panama. Hello, Carlos. Excellent. Oh, good. I see Anibal on Instagram says, I practice with my wife. She is an English teacher. Excellent. That's great. You have many opportunities to practice. Very good. What are some other ideas? Where can you practice speaking English? Okay, I see another person on Instagram says, I practice speaking English with my husband in Belgium. Very good. Excellent. Hello, Ingark from Nicaragua. Bienvenidos. Okay, so what are some ideas here? Where are some places that you can practice? Who can you practice with? Let me type some of our ideas here. I can practice with a family member who speaks English, right? We had some examples on Instagram about practicing English with your husband or your wife. Good, excellent. What are other ideas? Are there places where you like to practice speaking English? Oh, I see many more students say hello. Hello, Mario from Ecuador. Hello, Oscar from Costa Rica. Excellent. Okay, well, of course, you can practice English on Open English, right? You can practice speaking in live classes. You can also practice English with friends. Good. Jorge says, at home with my parents. Excellent. Very good. Great ideas here. Let's continue. I will watch for more comments, but we will move to some new tips. So let's look at tip number 2. Y hola, bienvenidos a todos. Estamos estudiando consejos para aprender inglés juntos con Open English Mode. We are studying tips for learning English together with Open English Mode. So tip number 2 is read. To read es leer en español. You can read books, children's books, comic books, magazines, and articles in English. So envía tus comentarios. Send your ideas. What is your favorite book? Tu libro favorito. Do you know the title in English? And what other things can you read in English? Envía tus comentarios. I will read some suggestions here. Some suggested English reading materials for practice are books like Harry Potter. Harry Potter is a great example because the story is very famous. Maybe you are familiar with the basic idea of the story. You can watch the movies also. But when you read the books, you can learn new vocabulary and have extra practice in a fun way. You can also read magazine articles. For example, National Geographic has many articles with beautiful pictures on some specific topics. You can practice reading other materials like comic books. Maybe you like the Avengers movies and superhero movies. You can read Spider-Man for extra vocabulary. And did you know you can read a variety of lessons, articles, and other materials on the Open English platform? There are lots of opportunities to practice reading on the Open English platform. So let me watch for your comments. What are your suggestions? What is your favorite book? Do you know the title in English? What things can you read in English? Oh, good. I see Henia says you can read the newspaper. That's a great idea. Excellent strategy. Let me type that here. You can read the newspaper. You can be familiar with the news, but you can learn new vocabulary when you read this in English. Excellent. Great tip. Hello, Tani says hello from Ecuador. Hello. Good, very good. Any other ideas for things you can read in English or some of your favorite books? Merlina says, I have read English grammar with Raymond Murphy's book. Wow, Merlina, good for you. Jose says, I read all kinds of web pages or articles about running. Very good, excellent. So let me add these ideas here. We had grammar books, that's like for official studying, right? And we also had the idea here for web pages, articles about running. So I will say here, running articles. Excellent, lots of great tips here, great work. Okay, let's continue and we will learn even more tips for learning English. So, bienvenidos a todos. Estamos estudiando consejos para aprender inglés juntos con Open English Mode. We are studying tips for learning English together with Open English Mode. Our third tip, tip number 3, relates to listening. To listen is escuchar en español. Our tip here is consume English media. Envía tus comentarios. What media do you consume in English? How can you practice listening to English? Envía tus comentarios y tus ideas. Voy a leer más información. Send your ideas. I will read more information. So we have a pro tip for you related to listening. Are you having trouble understanding? In this case, work your way to listening fluency. Okay, so maybe you need to start small with small steps, pasos, and eventually listen to something completely in English. So if you want to practice English with videos, start with English audio, but include Spanish subtitles or subtitles in your first language. When you are more comfortable, you can move to English audio with English subtitles. So you are immersed in English, but you can listen and read to help understand. And finally, you can try watching a video in English with no subtitles. And this can be similar when you listen to podcasts. First, you can read the transcript, write down translations, and follow along. This can help support your listening. Next, you can try only listening and following along. And finally, you can only listen for extra listening practice. So let me see your ideas. What media do you consume in English? Let's watch for your comments here. Lots of great ideas. I see Isabel says hello. Hello, Isabel. Danielle says hello. Excellent. What media do you consume in English? Jorge says listening to music. Great. That's a great strategy, Jorge. You can listen to music. You can listen to songs in English. You can learn new vocabulary. It can be a fun way to practice. Excellent. Very good. Merlina says, I also listen to English. Moni says, I need to improve my English. Yes, we can practice together, Moni. Adriana says, I can see movies in English. Good, Adriana. That's a great suggestion. Let me put that here. So I will put that you can watch movies in English. Excellent. These are great strategies, great tips. Very nice work. Let's continue. Vamos a continuar. So, bienvenidos a todos. Estamos estudiando consejos para aprender inglés juntos con Open English Mode. Now we are at tip number 4, experience. Experience. Immerse yourself in the local culture. English is spoken around the world. Is spoken, se habla. So we don't only use English at home, right? We want to use English to communicate. Where would you like to travel and use English? Why? Why? So where? ¿Dónde? Envía tus comentarios. I'd like to travel to. Me gustaría viajar a. Where do you want to travel to use English to experience immersion in the local culture? And why? Do you have any ideas? Do you want to travel to the United States? Maybe you can visit me. I live near Chicago. Do you want to travel to other countries that use English? Where do you want to travel? ¿Dónde te gustaría viajar? Let me watch for your ideas here. Frank says tip number 4 is the best one. Oh, good. Merlina says, I travel to the USA every year. Great. Frank lived in Sydney in Australia for 1 year. Excellent. Andre says, I would like to travel anywhere soccer takes me. Good. Yedith says, USA. Excellent. Jose soon is going to travel to New York. Excellent. Jose, welcome to the United States. Excellent. Very good. I see many great ideas here. Mario wants to travel to Las Vegas. Oh, wow. Okay, let me type some of these ideas here. So I will put Las Vegas. I saw New York. We had anywhere soccer takes me. We had the USA in general. Lots of great ideas. Excellent. Very good. Wonderful. These are great places to travel and practice English. Villanueva is going to Las Vegas also. Great. Excellent. Let's continue. Vamos a continue our great ideas. Okay, so what about you? Share your experiences. Envía tus comentarios. What tips can you share with the group? ¿Qué consejos puedes compartir con el grupo? Okay, what are your tips for learning English? What are your strategies, your ideas? How do you study or practice English or learn new vocabulary? Envía tus comentarios. Some of the tips we discussed today include number 1, we talked about taking risks, arriesgarse, and speaking the language whenever you can, practicing in many places with many people. Our second tip was about reading books and materials in English. We talked about books, newspaper articles, web pages. Our third tip was to consume English media. We talked about using strategies to watch videos and listen to podcasts so that you can start simply and work your way to more advanced listening. And we also talked about immersing yourself in the local culture. Excellent ideas here. Nay says, think every day in English. Excellent suggestion on Instagram. So her tip is for learning English is to think every day in English. What are some other tips for learning English? Let me look for your comments here. Jessica says, take risks and speak the language. Excellent. Very good. Great tip. Yes, do not be afraid to practice. Take risks. Speak whenever you can. These are some great tips here. Very good. Excellent strategies. Good. I am happy that you are all sharing these ideas together. Great. Excellent. Oh, wonderful. So many comments here. Carlos is talking about learning a new skill. Try to find people who inspire you. Very good, Carlos. Excellent suggestion. Wonderful. Great work today. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you for a great class. Espero que les haya gustado la clase de hoy. Los esperamos el próximo lunes para que aprovechéis 10 minutos más de inglés gratis con Open English. Y no lo olvides, inscríbete a nuestro curso en openenglish.com para que domines el inglés tan rápido como tú decidas. Te esperamos.